So I just been talking to my mom lately just about like real estate and just the price of everything in America and just been skyrocketing um, within like past like what 20, 30 years. So if you want to tell me a little bit more about that and just your experience.
My experience is back when I was raising my kids. Now I was a single mother of three boys. Rent was five and a quarter, renting 2-bedroom apartment, and now you're looking about 12, 1400, maybe even 1600. I thought times were hard then when I was only making maybe $8 an hour. Had to work two jobs to take care of my kids. Now it's like even though my kids are raised and they're on their own doing their own stuff, it's even harder. I'm broke, more broke now than I was back when I was raising my kids. Rent is skyrocketed, groceries.
Hmm.
It seems like nobody's happy anymore. Everybody's like on edge, and the jobs. I mean, all they're out for is they want their profit and not worry about the people that are working underneath them. Um, yeah, it just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem fair to these young kids. They don't have a chance. And as I'm getting older, and I can see once I get where I'm just getting on Social Security in another 10, 15 years, I'm not going to be able to rent. What's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to everybody else that are retiring now that can't work anymore? There's not enough affordable
Hmm.
rent anymore. You don't even get the American dream of buying a house anymore. That's my take on the way things are now, and
Hmm.
um, I I really think that people, corporations, people that have money shouldn't be so greedy. You can't take money with you when you die. Yeah, you can leave it to your family, but
Yeah.
still, it's just money. Why can't you help people where they can live comfortable? Why do these landlords need to put the rent up so high that nobody can afford it? And the job pay. Yeah, you think, oh, $15, $20 an hour is a lot? Not nowadays. It's nothing. You can't rent an
Without pay.
apartment like that.
No. You need to be averaging at least mid 20s. I feel like to
Right?
get like a studio apartment.
Yeah.
Get like a studio.
Or you get a roommate, or maybe you can find, have a girlfriend that has a good job and stuff, but still, it takes two or three incomes now to rent.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. These young kids can't even afford to move out on their own,
Yeah.
and it makes
Yeah.
their depression even worse.
What about the job market?
The job market, that's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Let's just keep the pay low, and let's just let you work part time. Or why don't you do a job for two or three people, but
Yeah.
yet you get $15 an hour? Oh, you can't live on your own. That's not possible.
Yeah. You might
But
get
yet
it.
you got to
Yeah.
work your butt off, and you got to do a job for two or three people. That's not fair.
No.
That's just not right.
Yeah. And those even corporations like Walmart's trying to lower the wages nowadays.
Oh, Walmart's a
Even
joke.
lower.
I won't even shop at Walmart no more. Their customer service, their everything, their products, everything sucks there now.
Walmart's skyrocketing also.
Yeah, it is.
In price, like the products.
Their shirts last maybe wear them once or twice, and then they're out of shape and they're all crappy.
Yeah. Shoe
You
sucks.
can never find pants that you like.
Yeah.
Oh, and the shoes. Let me tell you, the shoes. I used to buy my son here back in the day. I'd buy him a Walmart pair of shoes until I could afford to get him a better pair of shoes. It lasted maybe not even a month, and they would be destroyed.
Yeah.
And he wasn't that wild as a toddler. He was a toddler, when I was doing that, and they would be gone. So I would go and get him a better pair of shoes, but not at Walmart.
Now Walmart's It's a shitty place to work at. It's a shitty place to shop at. The crazy thing is that Walmart is a big employer. A lot of people working at Walmart.
Yeah, but they're trying to take that away
Yeah.
by the self-checkouts. I went to Walmart not too long ago, not wanting to, but I did. And they had 2 check stands open. They had one for cash and one for credit card. And I was paying with the card, but I was standing in the cash line, and they told me, no, you cannot be there if you're paying with the card. You need to move. And the card register one had a line so far back. And if you go to self-checkout, that line was big. I'm like, what is going on? Why can't they put people to work? Why can't they help the American people? Why do they have to be greedy?
It's because shareholders' dividends, partly, and the other partly is because the CEOs wants to make $26 million a year. What do you think about the strikes for the auto car people?
I think it's good. I think people need to start going on strike. I think people need to start standing up for what's right. America's gone down. It's not a free country anymore. They're taxing us really bad. So if we all went on strike, if we all decided today, hey, I'm not going to work. I'm not going to pay taxes. Are they going to throw everybody in jail? No, there's more of us than there is them. And if we can get the military to back us up, since the military gets treated like crap, and they fight for us. They fight for us to have a free country.
Yeah.
But yet they get treated so bad. No respect, no nothing.
And they don't get paid well either.
No, they get paid less than I do.
They make maybe 15.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If they're lucky.
That's if they just go in as, just going in, it's maybe 15. Maybe,
they fight, They fight for us. And the only way they get a decent pay is if a war is going on.
Yeah.
And that's not fair.
Just risking
and their
lives.
health care is not fair.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we all went on strike, if we all fought for what's right, there's more of us than there are people in the government.
Yeah.
There's more of us than people that are rich.
Yeah.
If we all stood up for what was right and the treatment that we deserve, maybe we can get back to the values, the morals, the love that we had for each other and for our country.
So a lot of people blame Reagan for the economy that we currently got.
Well, I was a teenager when Reagan was a president, and I only remember good stuff. But I was a teenager. I wasn't into politics.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't know a whole lot about that. I know he was a good man. I had a lot of respect for him in a lot of ways. What I do know of Reagan, what I do remember, I didn't really get into politics until I would say maybe
2010.
No, 2000.
2000.
Yeah.
Bush years.
But I was kind of in it off and on. I liked Bill Clinton. I thought he did good. He did good, but he was married to Hillary. Yeah. But anyways, I don't like Hillary. There's a lot of corruption in our government. There's a lot of greed. There's a lot of, they want to make us their slaves and treat us like dirt instead of helping. I mean, you would think that $20 an hour would be sufficient.
No.
But it's not. Not with the food costs, not with the gas, not with the rent.
Car prices.
Everything's just, it went up so high. And who's benefiting from this? And I really think our federal government has a lot to do with it. And when Obama got in, what he did, making all those part-time jobs, oh yay, you made all these jobs. But my job hours got cut because they don't want to give us health insurance. So yeah, he made a lot of part-time jobs. He didn't, and try to make us all get health insurance, and every year that health insurance would go up. And some of us even got declined from that. How did that help the American people?
And it didn't.
He's
So,
crooked. Totally crooked. I cried when Obama got to be president. Both times I cried. And I didn't do it because of the race. He was half white. He's half black. His mama was white. Has nothing to do with it. What has something to do with it is a person. He's a snob. He doesn't know how to treat people and what we need. They need, if they're going to want control, the federal government wants control. They need to control the damn landlords and making these damn things so high. They need to tell the jobs to give people a living wage and not pocketing all those millions and billions of dollars.
So what would the minimum wage would be at?
What I think it should be? Well, the way that things are going up, $15 at the least. I mean, I'm making a little over 20, but to me that's nothing. I had more money raising my kids, making $8 an hour or $8.50 an hour at 2 jobs than I have now. And my hours got cut at my job too, because since Biden got into the stupid.
And what do you think about the teenage experience nowadays?
I think it's tough. I think this world is very tough. I think these young people don't have a chance.
Yeah, because like in the past, the teenage experience that you work like a fast food job, you get your first car and you start having relationships. That was the traditional teenage experience. Yes. But I feel like teenagers can't get that experience because getting a car, gas, and even going to the movie theaters costs too much money. And most of these jobs they getting maybe $10 an hour, 12. That's not enough to go on dates or even having a first car.
Well, you know the way that people are nowadays. A lot of times, if you take a girl out, she pays for her way, you pay your way. I think that's how it works nowadays. But as of really raising a family now, I don't see these young people being able to do that. When I was 16, I was able to do that. I was able to go on dates. I was able to buy my own car. And I was able to do what a lot of these young people can't do. You know, as my kids were getting older, I tried to help them to get their first cars.
Yeah.
I did. Only child I haven't been able to help, and that's because the prices are so high.
Yeah.
Is my son here. My other 2, I did help them. And I feel really bad, and I am going to help my son. Eventually, I'm going to help him.
Yeah,
my nose itches.
Just to tell you guys,
sorry, that's unprofessional.
It's all good. This channel's not professional. We're just average people here.
Because I got allergies.
So just to give you guys just kind of a year spans, my older brother's 6 years, my other brother's 8 years older than me. So there's pretty massive age gap between us. But yeah, the high school experience is going to shit. Just the whole thing is going to shit.
I want to talk about education.
Yeah.
Okay, when I was in school, I had good teachers.
Yeah.
I had loving, caring teachers. They knew what they were doing, and they loved what they're doing.
Yeah.
What I experienced with my kids' school life, I don't think the teachers are in it anymore. I went to parent teachers for Alex one time in high school. And one of his teachers wanted to visit with one of the teachers instead of talking to me about my son.
Had no interest.
Well, you lose interest when you don't feel like you belong there, or somebody don't care. I had teachers that took time for me. I had teachers that seen something. Like, my favorite teacher, he was my history teacher in high school. Oh, I loved that guy. And he, instead of calling me by my first name, he would call me Miss and by my last name. Awesome guy. Showed respect and a love of teaching. But now, I could maybe name one teacher that my sons had. And I believe that was 4th grade.
4th?
West
Yeah.
Kearns. What was your teacher?
Was that
I don't remember.
Brooks?
Might have been that.
3rd grade?
Anyways, it was when we first moved to
5th
Kearns.
grade was Curran.
Well, she was a good teacher. She was fairly new, too.
Yeah.
But she was good. But
And,
one of your teachers.
yeah.
The other teachers that he had, I think were crap. They didn't care about him. They more or less threw him away and said, "No, I don't care about you. You're not smart.
Yeah.
Get out of my class."
And just to give you guys a little bit more of a backstory about me, had a little bit of a learning disability as going through school. Speech impairment. I don't know if you guys still notice that. I'm way better at that. I was struggled in reading. I had RSV as young, so I had like lack of oxygen, and that just kind of just put me off in terms of school. And it felt like teachers didn't want to give me time to help develop me in school.
That's pretty much it. And then I know, it's like favoritism. Because I have a friend that had a son that's worse off than Alex was. And he got the help that he needed.
And he graduated high school.
Doesn't make any sense to me.
And I didn't graduate.
Doesn't make sense to me.
Well, yeah, he was in special ed 100%. I was only in special ed in English, in which in junior high I was doing better in English than I was doing in math. Because junior high we're doing algebra, and I just didn't understand algebra one day.
Yeah, they wouldn't help you in math.
Yeah.
But yet they kept him in English when he didn't need it.
Yeah. Or just need it maybe once a day. The only issue that I had in terms of English is because of writing, and I didn't want to write because teachers sometimes would get offended if you write something potentially wrong or they perceive something wrong. They will get offended by that.
Yeah, this whole world, people get offended by everything.
Yeah.
Can't say nothing. You're gonna make somebody mad.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm gonna end this video. So deuces. Peace.
All right, peace.